All right, hello everybody, and welcome to the Raikou recap. It's gonna be a double feature, double week, so it'll be an extra long episode. We got the bed made. I got 2 Co-Zeros. Hopefully that'll last me. If not, who knows what I'll do. But also got a little bit of water as well, just in case. But without further ado, let's get into our first game. Seeking Fog versus Old Cowboy J. The Terras here are Terra Ghost Kilowatt Roll and Terra Poison Muck, Terra Electric Pomot. We're not going to pause too much because we have a bunch of double features here. Trading a little bit of hazards, I think, is fine. I like Toad Scroll also getting rid of that as there. U-turn, all right. We like the U-turn. Roaring Moon. I personally would have liked to go into Pomot. And because, yeah, I just said we're not going to pause too much. Jay does what I think a lot of Raikou players do. And part of this is because he's so new to competitive Pokemon. You may not have thought that just from watching his initial games, but this is his first league. He played in my friend's league a long time ago, but that one got canceled early. It was only like 2 weeks long, or 3 weeks long. But that's all his competitive Pokemon experience until now. And he makes, I think a lot of people make this mistake early, is they have their win con and they think it'll just work. And so they'll just go into it right away without really feeling the game out. So he goes for a Dragon Dance, and then Chilling Water comes into play. And as soon as this Chilling Water comes into play, your win con, you should know that your win con doesn't really work. And should probably, and now you're Infestation, so you're locked in. He goes for the Acrobatics. He gets about 50% Chilling Water. I think also, full stop. Jay has Dragon Claw. It does more damage. It does more damage here. The stab helps you. It would do more damage. I remember looking at the calcs. If he had Dragon Clawed, there's actually like a good shot that he can get a 2-hit KO. Instead, he just kind of loses this Roaring Moon for no real reason. Yeah, he finally Dragon Claws here. Like, he does 37 there. Like, he would have done a lot more damage. I think he actually would have at least gotten away with this kill. And now we go into Palma, and so, like, now we're just in the position that I would have wanted. Good Protect, Scout. Palmot is a very often choice-locked Pokemon. Yep, we Chilling Water. Going to Scream Tail. We're kind of shuffling around. Okay, they go into the Toedscruel. Stealth Rock up. Spikes. Trade hazards for hazards. Moltres is going to come in. Nice little rapid spin here. U-turn. I like that Jay is playing it pretty aggressive with momentum. Oh, yeah. This is just a massive mistake from Jay. He just didn't account for the fact that this Toedscruel is +1. Really, he should have also just been, like, use the Flamethrower on this guy. He clearly showed the intention to get up all the spikes. And now, another thing for Jay, it is just super important that you handle with these hazards. You're just not going to be able to deal with them. Like, you got to go into your Terrapagos pretty soon and get those handled. Okay, goes into the Toedscruel. U-turn. I mean, this is Air Slash. Okay. Okay, we like Air Slash. Air Slash again. Is this Dragon Dance? Is that what this was? Is that how the game got closed out? Yeah. And then he just can't stop this thing anymore. Yeah, Iron Head. Muck comes in. Muck has, like, no plan whatsoever. It's just gonna die. Although it doesn't die, doesn't it? Yeah, just, like, he goes for a Poison Jab. Yeah, I don't know what this is. It not being loaded dice. Another thing, you should just be loaded dice, Kiram. I don't know what the hell you are. I have no... Maybe you're... Oh, we're just not heavy-duty boots. Yeah, it's just another mistake. And he gets the flinch. A little unfortunate there, but the game was already over. Cowboy J is going to end up getting 6-0'd. yeah, solid play from Seeking. I would have liked to see him get Kilowattrel more active in this game. I think Kilowattrel Volt switching around would have been a big problem. I guess there's Palmot to deal with, but Palmot doesn't really want to come in and take that exchange, so to say. And I guess I would have liked a little bit more of a pivot-focused mindset from Seeking Pog. But Old Cowboy J does end up coming away. I think he just made a lot of mistakes this game. Palmot, just throwing away Palmot is something he's done twice this season. And it's just one of the most powerful Pokemon in the format. You know, in a low-tier, low-power format. Up next, we got Corza versus Scaring the Mox. Fire name. Our Terra types are going to be Terra Ghost Hitmontop, Terra Electric Jolteon, and Terra... I think... I don't know if he Terra'd his Fortress, but I think it's able to Terra. I don't remember what his Terras are. Okay, so he didn't edit Jolteon's Terra type. That's just a mistake. He's just going to explode. Custap? What are we doing? Okay. Let's start over. Let's start over. If you're gonna suicide lead, there are teams where suicide leading is really good. This is not one of them. First things first, he has 2 Pokemon that resist, or he's 3 Pokemon that resist rocks, and are only going to take 6%. You should have just initially off the bat, if you're gonna do this, throw out a Spike instead. I know Fortress has them. A Spike would have just been better. 2, you don't really want to do this against a team that can very easily get rid of hazards. And then 3, if you're going to be like this sturdy set, be Custap. If you're going to lead and suicide lead, be Custap. Custap Berry lets you get off like an explosion here, something else that would make this maybe worth your while. Maybe you get rocks and a kill, like you can trade 1 for 1 here. I don't know if it would kill, but it gets you something. Instead, you just go and get rocks, which isn't even a very valuable set of rocks, in my opinion. He's going to go into Registeel. I think Registeel is a good Pokemon here. I think it forces Zapdos Galar, which, you know, should be able to quite... Oh. Ooh. Got to be very careful. Bulking up. Poison Jab. Okay. I don't know. Hold on. Also, on Coldfish Isui, I'm pretty sure there's, like, no reason to be Poison Jab over Barbarage. You're not doing enough damage most of the time. Maybe you're an SD set, but Barbarage is just almost always better. We're going to get off the Brave Bird kill. We have another turn of Tailwind. We will pick up another kill. Yeah, this Zapdos has just come in and done a lot of work to start us off. This is a very nice Zaplin. Okay, we're Scarfed. We're going into Registeel. Oh, they set up the Tailwind again. That is huge. Does it just win? It just wins. Hitmontop comes in. It'll get another... Oh, yeah, it'll get another attack boost. Terra goes. We Brave Bird. Yeah, I mean, this is just GG's. Coldfish Hisui, give it another attack boost. Fuck it. This is a fast game. I mean, okay, let's talk a little shop. Okay. I will say, now that I know how aggressive the game plan is, I don't mind a suicide lead. If your plan is, I'm going to set up these hazards, and I'm just going to be fucking hyper offensive, and it's going to be hard for them to even get a turn to Rapid Spin, because I'm threatening to win the game on every turn, that's also fine with me. I still would have preferred a Custap Berry to get up a Spike, to get up, you know, an Explosion and maybe trade, or something of the sort to help that out. But I definitely don't hate what ended up transpiring. So that's fine. I mean, this is just a Brave Bird to come out. Oh, really? Oh, because he doesn't have the Tailwind anymore. Okay, nice. Completes the 5-0. Dragon Dance. What is it? Dual Wing Beat? Or just Outrage? I mean, Outrage will probably do it. Yep, Outrage should pick up the kill. Yep, completes the 5-0. Only uses half of his team. Only uses 3 Pokemon to complete it. I mean, this is just bad prep from Corza. There's not much to say here. Double Intimidate on a Pokemon against a Pokemon with a Defiant, especially considering it is like the main physical attacker. I don't think that Coolfish Hisui is going to really be able to handle Excadrill. You know, we also just have another good ability to run on Hitmontop. We could have been Technician. Those aren't the only reasons he lost, but just simply no plan to deal with the Zapdos Galar. Not only no plan, but we actively helped it become problematic. Yeah, I mean, just a lack of prep. And also from scaring the Mox. Fire name still, by the way. Just great prep. I mean, just the inability to lock in on the prep. 14 turn 5-0 is just a dominant win. A 14 turn 5-0, in my opinion, is significantly more dominant than like a 60 turn 6-0. Unless it's just like a defensive masterclass. Like, this is just a really dominant win. It's someone that we have to pay attention to for the rest of the season, for sure. We've got Sci-Fi versus Esperimi. I don't know, man. Esperimi, this is, Irene, right? I think Irene is the team that drafted. Yes, this is Irene. This is Irene. Okay. I like the Gastro lead. You know about Grass Knot? Nope. Okay. We just get knocked off. Ice Beam. I didn't know. Is this AV? That might be AV. That's so small amount of damage. Yeah, we do end up, I don't hate clicking knockoff on this turret, by the way. I know it didn't work, but most people... Huh? What? Okay, I found a showdown bug. When I hover over this Pokemon, when I hover over this Gastron, it's typeless and no ability. But that's weird. Anyways, dude, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Somebody on my friends list named Mr. Epstein just loaded up Helldivers 2. No fucking clue who that is. But, anyways. That's fine. Anyways. I don't hate clicking knockoff there. I think clicking knockoff is a really good play. I'm shocked they just stayed in and were... I don't know if they knew that they were risking what they were risking. I just think they didn't think about it. And Ivy Cut crit will happen. Okay, what is our... Hold on. I missed something. What is our Rhyperior Terra? Flying. Okay, so we're an offensive Rhyperior. Probably... I would have preferred Terra Poison this game. Just looking at it. I mean, there is Gallade. Or a little bit more neutrally, like Terra Ghost. Because you just have so many physical threats coming in. This is how... Okay. Oh. Rock Polish? Rock Polish? Oh. We can get another, can't we? Okay, we'll Terra Blast. Is it just gonna sweep? No. Okay, we have Fake Out. So it literally can't sweep. Okay, Earthquake. Do we have anything else that's faster? I'm assuming Scarf Gallade would catch this. Nope. Oh, Sashed. Okay. Okay, we get the agility off. This probably just isn't going to win the game. Is it Life Orb? Okay. I know it would have been bad here. Also, why did I ask is it Life Orb? I knew what item it was. One of the things I will say, I have never seen a boosting item on this Gallade this season. Maybe there was an expert belt or something, but from my understanding, they've only used like whack items. Throw a Life Orb, throw a band on this thing, and nobody can handle it. I'm assuming we're Water Shuriken. Nice, good to play around that. We get the Storm Jet off. Surely, I was going to say surely we have grass move on him, but god damn, bulky. Lamore's gonna come in. Should be able to pick up this cleanup here. Ooh, that is bad. Ooh, that is bad. I mean, surely, hold on. Surely Gouging... I mean, I guess Gouging Fire just doesn't win the game. Ooh, great Sludge Wave. Great Sludge Wave. Gouging Fire has a chance now. Gouging Fire has a chance. This is a great playing towards your outs. Photosynthesis attack. Ooh, and we get the swap. Oh, but we're scarfed and just or we're just faster. Yeah, this should just be the game. This should just win. We're not scarfed, I don't think. I just think we were faster. Yeah, I mean, great game from Irene. A little bit of whack. Definitely some luck, for sure. But that happens. That's Pokemon. One of the things I will say is, you know, oftentimes you can lose to luck, but if you had prepped better or had played towards your, your win cons better, then luck just isn't a factor. And I mean, like, Clefable dying without being able to do anything is really, really unfortunate. But also, like, Rhyperior could have been a Mon that was able to answer, the Sneasler and the Ogerpon. Like, I've used Rhyperior a lot. I know it. I've used it specifically against the combination of those two Mons in a single game. Like, it can wall both of them easily. And then Gallade also being mixed in that makes it difficult, but you can work around that with other Pokemon. A defensive Gouging Fire, some other things. Like, there are ways for that to be a lot more successful. A lot of your Mons just didn't get any value this game, and I think that means that you made mistakes in prep. But solid win. I think the Irene just kind of had a better plan. Got a little bit lucky, but it's Pokemon. But also just like all their Mons felt like they had a much more defined purpose. Primarina didn't really do anything, but it took a hit. Anyways, up next we got iCharlie versus Firebro. This game was so long ago. I think I've talked about this game with Charlie. By the way, the Terra types here are Terra Normal Toxtricity, and Terra Fighting, Mienshao. This game is a big reason why Charlie made a lot of changes to her team. Yeah, this Pokemon is just fucking absurd, man. Yeah, we're just gonna instantly, we had no plan for this Toxtricity leading, and honestly, I think Charlie swapped out here. I don't think Charlie needed to swap out at all. If Charlie Terra Boom Bursted, I think she picks up another kill, and the game is just, like, unrecoverable. Get the Rocks up. I like the Rocks up. It's a little unnecessary considering how, kind of how regenerator heavy this team is. But I think their plan is actually just to fully stack hazards. Which Charlie should absolutely be making this trade. I think Charlie, he clicks Whirlwind here. Don't do this. Get your third spike. Trade all 3 layers. Yeah, another thing, I talked to Charlie about this. Clicking Whirlwind here is bad, in general. Because you're just you're trying to get the kill on Earthworm, essentially, I think. But, you have a much higher chance, especially considering your first one was Earthworm was in the field. And there's 2 Regenerator Mons that are essentially 3 Regenerator Mons, but one of them you really don't want to come in. There's 2 of them that are essentially, like, fine coming in. And if Mienshao comes in, you're just in a bad spot. Like, we just have to sack this now because Mienshao is in. And they get the CC. Toxtricity comes in. It will claim a kill. Like, guaranteed. Boom Burst. Tornadus comes in. We go back into Ting-Lu. Yeah, they go for the Focus Blast. You get the read. It just don't fucking matter, dude. Focus Blast again. What did they do? Ruination? Yeah, Ruination. It's fine. It's so unimportant, I think. Bleak Wind comes out. Warwinding. And then it happens again. Like, you do not want to give a free swap into this. I know you're getting a bit unlucky with this, but the play itself is bad. guy's gonna come in. You should be trying to get a U-turn. We would hammer, which gets a kill. That's fine. I think are we banded or we might be banded. They do just grassy glide. Okay, critical hit. By the way, this crit did matter a bit. My understanding, it avoided a range. But I think it just makes this clean up, right? Yeah, Woodhammer just kills. Yeah, Woodhammer just kills the next two. Yeah, so just a good solid game from Charlie. Definitely some mistakes made. And you know, a big reason why Charlie ended up making changes to her team is that just any fighting type just rocked her shit. But yeah, I think Firebro also, you have a noob trap team. This is just gonna happen when you have someone who has like a decently well thought out plan. Someone who can stack hazards on you, someone who just has the ability to break through all of this. With Tox Tristy came along, you just had no answers to that guy. Someone who has those, you're just not going to be able to win. And that's just the unfortunate truth. Yeah. But anyways, good win from Charlie. I've already discussed this match with Charlie, so I don't want to go over it too much. But for the Firebro aspect of this, I think it's just a flaw with the team. 9 Lola doesn't fit on this team literally at all. It's just not a fit at all. Mianxiao is Mianxiao is interesting because it's kind of the win con on this team for the most part. But Chiyu kind of has to come to every game. You need something that can break. Like, you need something like these. You've built a team around pivoting Pokemon, and you're not pivoting. Like, I'm trying to not be too harsh, but you've drafted a team that's basically cheese, and you don't know how to operate it properly. And I think that's been part of why you've been struggling against the stronger players in the division. But anyways, let's go on to the next game. We have Zako Traco versus Coxabane. Terra Steel Gudra and Terra Grass Dipplin. I don't really like Terra Grass Dipplin, but it's probably fine. Grass Dragon is just actually not that bad of a type to be in this game. But I would have preferred to be like Terra Fairy or just some general use Terra type. Terra Dragon as well. Terra Dragon looks pretty good this game. To be just in this game. Infestation, love Infestation on this guy. Just a great way to actually get some chip down. Terra Steel also would have been phenomenal. Yeah, I think Terra Grass is just really bad. Like, you never get anything of value. Overcoil is going to come in. We're no longer stuck in. Intim Crunch. Right, nice Rocky Helmet. I like Lando a lot. In fact, I believe this is the last game that they get to use it. Horde just comes in, gets T-waved. Not too big of a deal. Metagross, classic. Tompass, love Tompass. Cinderace. Oh my god. Damn. I will say, when you're facing a Pokemon like Landorus, I don't know what item this is. Probably Boots. Cinderace is probably not the best Pokemon to showcase that idea, but I think it is somewhat of an idea that you should be Primal Amulet on a Mon. This team doesn't really have a Mon that I would really suggest it on. Maybe Overquill, but would be nice. Dipplin should be able to handle this quite confidently. Infestation. I think you should have recovered first, 100%. Yeah, because you're just Sticky Hold. Your Eviolite can't be removed. And you should just be able to handle this Metagross quite easily. Also, is Knockoff our best move to click here? Surely not, right? Like, that cannot be our best move to click here. Bullet Punch, yeah. It appears, okay, wait. Your agility weakness policy, you should never be Bullet Punch. There's no reason for you to be Bullet Punch. You're clear body, most likely. If you're not, you're super trolling. You should be Heavy Slam every time. You should be Heavy Slam literally every time. We're going to Infestation again. I don't know. I mean, we're going to get some chip. We're going to tear grass. They Blizzard anyway. Shiest. Draco. Wow, that did fucking nothing. Yeah, you just got to... One... Terra Steel would have been so phenomenal this game. We saved the sack. I like that. Flip turn. Nice. Blastoise is basically chunked out of this game. He's going to really struggle to get off a spin, but I don't think that we're going to need a spin. Luster Purge comes in. I don't know. Does this thing handle a Draco? Oh, wow. Holy. My goodness. Sludge Wave gets a second poison. Bum, bum, bum. Yep. Cinderace is going to come in. Cinderace is in a very strong position this game. Okay, Citrus. Pain Split. Does that get enough? Should, right? Yeah, it gets enough. Sludge Wave. Poison? Nope. Okay, Fireball again. We pick up that kill finally. Metagross comes in. I don't... Oh, I guess you have the Bullet Punch. Yep, we're clear body. We get the crunch off. Does Overcoat just win from here? How does Darkrai handle? Oh, okay. Destiny Bond. You do get a free gunk. Oh, Pain Split. Whoa, terrible play. Genuinely awful play. Okay. There's two things wrong with that Destiny Bond. So, firstly, if you don't know how Pain Split works, what happens is it takes both of your health bars, puts them in a pool, and then divides it in half and gives it to each member. So, you got no health, but what could have happened is you could have brought this Goodra back from like 27 to like 56, 57. Possibly into the low 60s. And that would have been really bad. Being the slower Destiny Bond in this situation is actually kind of neat. Should be able to just, yep. Set up Destiny Bond, and then... Is there really no better way to handle this? I guess there isn't. Alright. Yeah, you go Florges. I wouldn't stay in on Florges. I mean, you're actually probably fine. I don't even think a Sludge Bomb is gonna, like, do... I don't even think Sludge Bomb does half. So, should be fine. A slow death. Finally get the Moonblast off. It might have also been choiced. I don't know. I have no idea. It kind of played like it was choiced. But, I think. I don't know. Yeah, it was Scarf. Okay. But I don't even think Sludge Bomb does that much. But, yeah, clean game from Zako. I think his prep was a little bit weird. I would have liked a better Terra on Dipplin. Terra Steel would have been phenomenal this game. In fact, I think that they would have really struggled against Terra Steel because the way you get to operate Terra Steel is because Grass Dragon's actually a pretty solid typing for a good portion of this game. But then you get to Terra Steel or Terra Poison, and then you're still in a good position. You're no longer as good at dealing with Landorus, but Landorus has revealed itself to be Rocky Helmet, which means it's just not that big of a threat this game. Anyways, let's go on to the next game. Boise Blastoise versus Belly. Terra types are Terra Steel Colossal, Terra Fairy Bisharp. I've never liked Terra Bisharp, can I be honest with you guys? I think Terra Bisharp is super mid. Golden Go. I think Terra Bisharp would be probably pretty good if it still had Pursuit and Knockoff. But it doesn't have those. Ooh, that's a little unfortunate. Sucker Punch could come in, do a decent chunk. And Amaranth is getting a decent chunk of value, though. We're getting the Cork Drive as well. Okay, Dio Speed comes in. I'm assuming there's a plan here. Freeze Dry. We'll take a decent chunk. Hydro. No, we don't have... How could I possibly assume that we had a plan there? Power Gem's gonna come in. Do you Will-O-Wisp? Yep, we're gonna Will-O-Wisp. Great Tusk, threat neutralized. Uxi's coming in. Milotic will come in. Ooh, okay. Flip turn? Dragon Tail. Ooh, okay. Calling Uxi's a bit scary, but should be fine. Uxie is one of my favorite defensive mons in the format. One of the things, actually, last season is I believe Uxie had a higher bring to game rate than Corviknight, if I'm remembering that correctly, which is pretty nasty. Uxie is a very, very good Pokemon, very underrated. The amount of things that mon brings to the table, which is part of the reason why I got a point increase last season. But, who knows? We'll see what happens. Urshifu's going to come in. I don't really like Urshifu coming in here. It's just going to be able to kill this Uxie. Great Tusk really can't stop it either. I mean, wow, this is a defensive Great Tusk. Or this isn't banded. I don't think it's banded. Ghost Combat, this shouldn't do that much. Yeah. It's burned, and we're like, what is it called? Marvel Scale? Yeah, Marvel Scale is the ability name. We're going to recover up. We should just be able to flip turn here. I mean, you're slower, right? Yeah, you get your health back. You get a flip turn. I don't like Dragon Tailing. I will say, Flip Turn is better in this position. You are in a winning gameplay loop. You Flip Turn, they go back into Great Tusk. Like, eventually that loop starts to... They're already losing that loop. And if you keep that loop going, you do just win the game. Like, if they don't... They have to make a change to that loop. And now that you've given them the opportunity to change the loop for free, you do get an opportunity to go right back into the loop. Throw Chop. Recovering here is fine. I would Flip Turn, but recovering here is fine. Flip Turn is also fine. It's actually probably better to recover and then Flip Turn, but nothing does enough damage yet that you're fine. Wicked Blow comes out. You can just go. Yeah, you just do it again. I think we actually scarfed Wicked Blow. Golden Go will come in. We already know Golden Go is the answer. Do we not have the high horsepower? We're lefties. U-turn. I don't think we have the high horsepower. I mean, Avi Cudgel's obvious. Nasty Plot. Ooh, Nasty Plot. This thing just is going to take a fuck ton from a Shadow Ball. Yeah. I don't think you win this. Do you not just die? Yeah, what are we doing? Gotta do your calcs, folks. Gotta do your calcs. Sticky Webs. Okay, I'm fine with Sticky Webs. Sticky Webs is fine because if you get rid of this Golden Go, you're in a good spot. I just don't think you can get rid of this damn Golden Go. Like, this Ogre is... Well, it's not threatening to win the game. It doesn't have high horsepower. Yeah, Ivy Cudgel. That was a crit, yeah. Good win from Boise Blastoise. I think the early game was a little sloppy. But they got into a loop, and I would have liked them to continue that loop. That loop was winning for them. They declined to keep playing the loop, which is fine, you know. It just is a little bit of a misplay. But they are back. They keep it going. Oh, man, there's a live battle. I would like to... Oh, it's a self. I don't give a shit. But yeah, they end up winning the game. Colossal, I would have picked a better Terra type. I don't think Terra Steel's that good this game. I guess maybe for Bundle, if you're super worried about Bundle, which makes sense. This team is a little bit weak to Bundle. Anyways, let's keep it going. We've got Devin Prisco versus G-Walker. Terra's this game are Terra Bug on Sand/Alola, Terra Fairy on Arbalava, Terra Steel on Porygon 2. Yeah, that's it. Okay. This game is actually a little strange from what I remember. Arbalava's gonna come in. Corviknight will come in. Hey, Corviknight just gets to come on this thing for free whenever, as no moves that'll ever threaten a Corviknight. Should be U-turning. Yep, U-turn. Nice. We can go to Palafin here. Yep, Palafin's gonna come in. I would just flip turn on Palafin here. Wave crashing is fine. Yep, flip turn though. I mean, just flip turn's just gonna chunk. Sandslasher Lola comes in. Devin, I will say, misplays this upcoming portion. From my calcs, he actually has a very good chance of just getting the kill if he just triple axles again. Knocking off is fine, but this is unfortunate that it lives on 1. Knocking off is fine, but it would have been really good this time to go Slow King. Like, just go Slow King and then, you know, maneuver around. We get a spin off. +1. We're basically only ever going to get one go at a move ever again anyway. Corviknight's going to come in. Shouldn't take too much damage. Should just be another free U-turn. Yep. Ursaluna gets to come in this time. They do have the Scald, which is going to hurt. Aura Sphere also will hurt, but not too bad. Headlong Rush will pick up a kill. I think Facade is technically better. Oh, you could be worried about the Dragapult. Arboliva comes in. Draco. By the way, all my Raikou players, did you notice it? What does that mean? What does that mean? Now, there is an argument to be made that doesn't mean it is choice locked. You could argue that they did not want to set up the grassy terrain, considering it doesn't do enough damage. I think at the Raikou level, I don't think they would think about that. But possibly in a higher level, you could argue that that doesn't mean it's choice locked. But generally when Amon uses an attack and then swaps out, you know, when that attack completely fails and they could have had other options, generally means they're choice locked. Oh, another game. Oh, Nente game's going on. I would like to calm that. But we do knock off the Corviknight finally. We got rid of its leftovers. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. We should just U-turn again. Our Arboliva gets to come back in. Yeah. Okay. Now, for sure, we should know. Now that we've seen it click U-turn, and now that we like know for a fact, this thing is choiced for sure. I think Devin goes for the Alluring Voice here. Doesn't get it off. Devin, I believe he makes a mistake here, if I remember this game correctly. Yeah. He makes a mistake here. He stays in. He goes for the Earth Power. This Arboliva is extremely important to this game, and Devin doesn't prioritize it very much. This guy can literally never do anything to Slow King. And this is something I've talked about that I know Devin fixes for next week, is he starts leaning on this Slow King a lot more. Slow King has a lot of Pokemon where it's just like they can't do anything about it. And if he had lend on this Slow King more, this, you know, Arboliva is still at like 80% health. And this Quackable right here is very, very scary. We get a CC off. I think we knock off. There is, by the way, from my understanding, a chance at that kills. And if that does kill, Devin doesn't lose the game. But he is not in a great... He's in a bad position. We go into Palafin. We should just Wave Crash, get a kill. Yep, Wave Crash, get a kill. Now, Devin has the ability to try and go for a 6-0 here. If he knows that this is choice locked, he does make a mistake here. He goes into Arboliva, sacks this as well for no reason. He can go into Ursaluna on this. He can basically take a 50-50 for a 6-0. Or two 50-50s for a 6-0. Devin could have gone into Ursaluna, predicting Shadow Ball, and then he guaranteed gets a kill. I don't think he knew it was... In fact, I'm actually, like, fairly confident. By the way, also, going Slow King here is completely fine. It's a little risky. They could swap to Quackable. I don't think they ever would, but it is a good... It's like a half good play, because it's like, if your opponent is, like, really, really playing to their outs, they're assuming that you're going to swap here. And then you can swap to Quack, but that's not what that happens. Devin finally figures out it's Scarf. Or Specs. I don't remember which is which. Um, and then he goes in. Headlong Rush does pick up this kill. And then the other thing is if he had all 6 Pokemon here, he could then take another 50-50 on if it would Draco or if it would Shadow Ball, and then possibly 6 out here. He definitely could have saved a lot of differential. I think he also played this late game a little bit longer than it needs to. He goes for the Future Sight. I think he Chilies here, or no, he Thunder Waves, doesn't he? First, don't do this. There's no point. You're only prolonging your chance of losing the game. Palpin Hero gets to finally come in, I believe, to, yeah, a Wave Crash does just pick this up from here. But yeah, overall, in my opinion, a sloppy game by Devin. I think G-Walker, once again, I've really struggled with G-Walker's prep this season. He has constantly been bringing this Porygon 2, but it's almost never been Terraing. Which is really unfortunate because it's one of the best Terra captains. Like, if you can find a good Porygon 2 Terra in these games, which, you know, Terra Water would have been fine if you're worried about Palafin. Terra Ghost for, you know, Ursaluna shenanigans. I think it's one of the very, very few Pokemon in the game that can survive this monster. I just would have liked more from it. And I don't know what it was. It felt like it wasn't that bulky to be taking so much from Sand/Alola, but who knows. And the final match for week 3, Moo versus Laps. These are 2 really strong players from what I understand. Weavile comes in. Arcanine's gonna come in. Will-O-Wisp. Okay. Terrible play. There's a chance that this is correct. There's a chance it's like sheer force. But there's also just as likely of a chance that it is Guts. I don't think it's Guts. Maybe this is a super defensive Arcanine. But you could have possibly just, like, gifted him this for free. I don't know. I don't feel like going into the calculator and figuring it out. Damn, that is a strong-ass Hurricane. Iron Crown should come in here. Iron Crown gets to kind of wall this thing. I've been using Iron Crown recently. It's a very fun mod. Very, very strong. Ice Core comes in on this. I'm a little shocked it did. Do we just U-turn? Yeah, that's so much damage. We go to Keldeo. A go here flip turns. Do we flip turn? We do. Okay. Iron Crown will come in. You probably want to pay off here. You probably don't want to Volt Switch. Tough. Mandibuzz gets to come in. Mandibuzz should be able to handle this guy completely fine. We should defog here. Yep, defog. Classic. Get rid of all these hazards that have been caused a bunch of issues. Iron Crown comes back in. On the Volt Switch. Okay. Garchomp will come back in again. Should be able to go... Oh, Meow. Okay, we break the loop. Man, that is a lot of damage. Garchomp's a strong-ass mon. Meow comes in. U-turn. Yup. What do we have that can handle this? Keldeo? Yeah. We're kind of in a weird position. Okay. This position kind of blows. Because if we have, like, a Spike up or a Stealth Rock up, and we're, like, putting him in the Schmixer, well, this is great. You should get the knockoff here. Knockoff is probably the play. I don't hate that. I would have liked them to click knockoff. I think knockoff is just the correct maneuver. Iron Crown will come in. Garchomp. Psychic. Okay, we gotta... It's just not as much damage as I'd... Oh, my shit on screen. Garchomp's gonna set up a layer of spikes as well. I don't hate taking Rough Skin. Garchomp cannot recover this HP back ever. Toxic, maybe? Knockoff? Okay. Getting rid of its specs is pretty big. Punish the Volt Switch. Roost up. Okay. What are we, Toxic? What are we? Yep, Toxic it up. Okay. Also, genuinely, first off, genuinely fucking insane. Were Choice Specs Roost? Why? That is so bad. It's got coverage moves. You throw on like Air Slash or something, so you don't always have to click Hurricane. Like there has to be a better move. Pretty lucky to get the confusion there. I think it was clicking U-turn, which would have been really nice for it. I think we stay in and click U-turn again, from my understanding. I don't know. Keldeo comes in. Tentacruel. Yeah, we get rocks up. Here's the thing. If we could just keep a lot... I don't like this. Here's the thing. If you get rocks up and you can keep up a lot of pressure, Keldeo eventually wins this game. Like, there's no swap into Keldeo anymore besides Tentacruel. And Tentacruel, like, just doesn't have any, like, problems with it. Like, it can survive it forever. We're gonna whirlwind it. Arcanine's gonna come out. I don't like this. I also wouldn't have minded like Toxic on that guy. We're gonna flip turn. Going to Iron Crown. I think you should probably click Tachyon. Tachyon's probably the move. Yep. You don't want to let Okay, nice. I don't hate going for Tachyon again. It's very risky. Yep, we're faster than this because it's definitely bulky. Anabus comes in. We're on boots. Am I crazy? Has it been like... Oh, no, it's knocked off. Okay. Cover. Now you're in a really tricky position. This Zapdos fucks your shit up. It shouldn't do that much damage. It still did a lot. It's going to be faster as well. Okay, we go into Spectrier. Volt Switch. Okay, I love a Volt Switch. Hariyama comes in. I think we're AV if this is coming in. Knock. Right, should be knock. Yep. Keldeo will come in. Yeah, I think a big problem here is that Moo just doesn't have a way to get through this Tentacruel. This Tentacruel is just so fucking problematic, and he can't get any health off on this guy. Iron Crown will come in, but this is the Iron Crown's last opportunity without additional help from Defogs. Ooh. I will say, personally speaking, I think you Volt Switch. And you've done all the work of getting rid of Garchomp. Like, now is the time to put the opponent, like, in the mixer. What do we roost? Yeah, we're going to roost here and then let it get back all of its health. But, like, if we had gone for the Volt Switch, we might have been able to, like, we could go into Meow, we could... ooh, that's quite unfortunate. Because we're going to give back all of our health and not die to the second knockoff. Oh, no, we do die to the second knockoff. Okay. Zapdos comes in. Do we let the defog happen? Oh, that's a big mistake. I don't think it will change anything. I almost might have saved that. Okay, Hariyama gets to come in. I would have just doubled here. We don't. I would have just doubled into the Keld. There's no play besides Arcanine. Iron Crown will come in. You should just go into Keld here. I guess you don't want to lose its health. You just have to be more aggressive. You're down, and you have no way to kill this Tentacruel. Like, Tentacruel is really, really, Dude, he just takes no damage. Hariyama's going to come back in. Deagleam's going to do literally nothing. I think we're AV. I think we're AV. We might be Guts. If we were Guts, this is really, really big. We might have also been Thick Fat. Keldeo flip turn. Into the Hari. If we, okay, Volt Switch. God damn, I have no idea what we are. Maybe it's just fucking weak as shit. Drain Punch, I'm assuming. I just can't imagine this is... I don't know. This is some weird-ass Hariyama set. I'm not going to calc it and find out, so half my commentary on this game is completely worthless. But isn't that exciting? Isn't that the exciting thing about the Raikou recap? Meow comes in. I think this Tentacle just wins the last portion of this game. I don't hate knockoff. Getting rid of your poison weakness. Yeah, I mean, he just no fucking damage. It's so insane. I guarantee you, like, Secret Sword would have been doing more. Because this mod is just fully special defensive. God damn, yeah, Secret Sword would have done a fuck ton more. Unironically, if they have Secret Sword on their Keldeo, they probably win the game. I don't know. I mean, unfortunate to say the least, but yeah. Laps does come out with another win. I think he's undefeated. I think he's the only undefeated player, right? But that is all of week 3, so let's get into week 4. Let me set up all the games here. Dum, bum, 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 bum. All right, let's start us off with Zako Traco versus Irene. $50 into the recording. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad time. Overquill. Sneasler gets to come in. Okay, I hate this habit. We gotta stop using our win cons so early into the game. This doesn't do anything to Overquill. We just lose the game to Overquill. We're using our Unburden boost so early. I guess it's not too bad. Also, this is an insane Iron Treads maneuver. Okay, we go back into Overquill. Brick break. Do we have the SD? I don't even know if we have SD. It would be fire if this shit was just like Poison Touch and it was like a bait all along, but I don't fuck with it. I don't fuck with it, I tell you. I hate this habit that we've made. We've done so little damage to this Overquill. We get a para. And also, like, even though we've wasted our Unburden boost, that doesn't mean that we have to sit there and let us just, like, get obliterated by this one-on-one. Crash on East comes in. Iron Treads. Okay, it should be able to comfortably... That ain't doing nothing. Oh, we're getting rid of the terrain. Okay. Trade rocks for rocks for kill. This is just rocks for rocks. Wacky gets to come in on this. Fortress is an interesting mon. Wish up. Are we wishing up? We getting our favorite friend healthy again? Mold Breaker's gonna come into play. Oh, Belly Bolt is the wish target. Okay. Ooh, good knockoff. Doesn't do fucking any damage though. Yeah, Terra Blast. Does an Ivy Cudgel kill? Oh, maybe. Probably not, but maybe. I wish we clicked it. Oh, stop clicking Horn Leech. Oh, actually, with Grassy Terrain, Horn Leech is actually probably like similar, if not more damage. Yeah, it is. Okay, it is. It's similar. It's not more. You should still be going for Ivy Cudgel, though, in my opinion, because of the ability to crit, which would do over 50%. Like, in this position, you have a boosted crit rate. A crit kills. We don't end up getting it, but, like, we were probably close to odds. We're not close to odds, but we had a chance. Yeah, like I said, we've been clicking Ivy Cudgel more. We have the chance. Also, super duper worth it to just keep going anyway. You have 12 Ivy Cudgels. They only have 3 more slack offs. Keep this play going. One of the biggest things I think people don't remember is they nerfed the fuck out of Recover. Like, be willing to take that damage. I love Leech Seed. It doesn't do fuck all, but I do like it. Oh, Primarina comes in. Yeah, this mon's goated. Say what you will. Prim is a very good mon. Fortress comes in. Draining Kiss. Okay, I like Draining Kiss. We might be AV. Flip turn. I think AV makes the most sense for that damage. God damn. Maybe Cudgel. Just start clicking Horn Leech. Start clicking that Horn Leech. Get your health back. Let them make the mistake here. Yep. You got very lucky not ever getting parried, but keep it going. Knockoff. I don't hate clicking knockoff there. It's fine. I think Horn Leech is probably better because that thing staying healthy is very, very good. I also think, if I'm not mistaken, Ogrefons have Glide. Okay. Okay, we finally, I will say Zako's gotten a little bit remarkably unlucky, but with all the discharge, but the biggest thing, I will say, ooh, a layer of spikes. 12. If you can get another layer of spikes, I think that this guy, I would have just gone for another. Oh, okay, that's fair. That is fair. Overheat. Oh my. Dude, this Chandelier is just such an ass Pokemon, dude. Oh my goodness. What a garbage mon. Overheat again. Wish up. Here's the problem. You have to click overheat one more time. You have to. Okay. Now you can afford. Yeah. I guess I would go Sneasler here. Thwacky. Fair enough. I guess set up the terrain one last time. Fake out. Okay, I don't hate fake out. Get yourself some health back. Is there anyone that could like really threaten the game? No, not really. I wouldn't have swapped here, but I guess it'll work out. Overquill comes in. Do you have SD? Please tell me you have the SD. We just don't have it. I mean, SDing there would be crazy. Gastrodon comes back in. We are poisoned now, so that Barbarage is going to do a bit extra. Damn, 13. Shit's always so crazy. Do we get the recover? Oh, we Earth Power. I don't remember who wins this game. I genuinely don't remember who wins this game. I'm just kind of along for the ride right now. Moonblast. Okay, we pick up the Gastrodon. Pick up that Gastrodon is huge. We still just have the, yeah, I was going to say, we still just have this guy. We should just Ivy Cudgel. Or not Ivy Cudgel, Horn Leech. Give me some of that health. Oh. Get you some health back. Go for the crit, honestly. Fuck it. Oh! Oh, bang! Shit probably does not matter in the slightest. Premier Unit comes in. This shit's got Gong Shot, don't it? Yup, that's game. that's just game. Yeah, GG. I mean, yeah, fake out. What an odd set. What an odd. This would have just been better. I know it probably doesn't change too much. It would have just been better if this Sneasler was just Poison Touch and like was like U-turn. It would have been so much better. Anyways, good game from Zago. I would have preferred him to not waste Iron Treads the way that they did. I liked how they used the Overquill. I thought the Overquill usage was very, very good. Cinderace was quite useful this game. I think that Belly Bolt was a little bit mishandled for sure. It wasn't taken advantage of. And then Latios got to come in and click Luster Purge one time. Shout out Latios, the GOAT. Come on, let's move to the next game. We have Fibro back in it. Chiyu did come this game. So did the we got the almost we're missing. We always miss one regenerator guy. Can't have all four ever. This is actually the most offensive team I've seen Fibro break this season. But let's see how this one plays out. I was away basically this whole week. I have not watched most of these games. Toadscrew's going to come in instantly take 50% for a spike. That's so not worth it. Incineroar comes in. Okay. I would just chili. I don't give a shit. I mean, I guess you can just go Aloe. There's like no risk to it. Okay, we lose our Rocky. That's fine though. That's super fine. We flip. Yup. GU comes in. One of the things I really hate about this Fibro team is that they just have to deal with the spike for the rest of the game. Oh, my mic is peaking a lot. I hope that doesn't fuck the recording. They just have to deal with this for the rest of the game. They have no other way to, they have just no other plan for hazards. They just have to deal with it. Charge beam. Ooh, what Terra are we? U-turn. Clearly not Terra Ghost. What Terra? Terra Fire. Oh, I don't like that Terra. I would like to be like Terra Ground or something that can deal with this Slowking. Okay, we're DDing in front of this guy. A setup is another thing this team really struggles with. But this is Scarf Bien Xiao. Will they recognize that? They will. Nice. Toxspec gets to, wait, are we Rocky? Nope, we're not Rocky. We're lefties. Or Black Sludge. Slowking comes in. A T-Spike would be interesting because against this team, I know they have a Slowking Galar. They have one of the best poison types in the whole format. Okay. You throw... Okay, quick thing. You throw out the T-Spike when Slowking Galar is on the field. You throw it out now. Because then it forces him to either play around Earthworm in a very awkward situation. Ooh, I don't like this. I definitely don't like this. Ooh. We've just wasted our Iron Valiant. You gotta go Incineroar there. Why in the world? What the fuck did I just watch? Genuinely, what the fuck did I just watch? Oh my god, dude. Genuinely. Dude, what? No, click Charge Beam again! Go for the +2! Genuinely, what the fuck am I watching? Oh no! We have no accurate moves! No, keep clicking Charge Beam if you're gonna stay in! Oh... Oh, confusion, maybe? Oh, wait a minute! Oh! Hold! Hurricane? That's gonna do some damage. Hurricane again? Bang! Bang! We finally get to go into our Mian Xiao. Well, yeah, this guy was fucking donezo anyway. Yeah, Kilowattrel was locked the fuck in. Oh, we're not boots? What are we? Justify that. What? Or for GU? Just be AV. Be boots, especially defensive, dog. What are we doing? Stop playing like we're scarfed as well. Oh. Oh, wait, I actually like that play. Hold on. I really like that sack. The sack forcing them to stay in means they can't get their health back on Bien Xiao or Slowking as easily. No! DD on this bitch! Dragon Dance on this bitch! Oh, man. Oh, we've lost the game. Oh, we can't be giving up Kyurem. Go to Toxapex. Oh, what are we just giving up? We've just quit. We have just quit. Go to Toxapex. We've quit on the game. Well, that's just so not nice. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. I'm just gonna, yeah. I think just, we made a lot of misplays. Commit a bit more to the hazard stack, in my opinion. They once again, they literally cannot stop. They cannot stop it. I think that they should have done more to try and get up hazards this game. Kilowattrel, I would have preferred a little bit of a different set. A Terra Ground set. I don't know what Terrafire does. I guess Terrafire is for Earthworm, but I think you can just... dude, it's such small special defense. Like, just go for the ground. It's so much better to just be Terra Ground anyway. Charge Beam is very interesting, but I don't know. It's not that great. Anyway, iCharlie versus Devin Frisco. I watched this game because this was played actually not last week, but the week prior, basically. I think it was played Monday, right before... or no, it was played Sunday, I believe. Big Bertha gets Terra activated. Both these people got what they wanted on turn 1. I don't like Mountain Gale. I would have probably just Terra Blasted. I don't think they're ever going Arbala. But I guess you don't want to let Ursaluna in, but... I don't remember this game being close. Is all I'm gonna say. Ursaluna gets to come in here. I do remember. I remember. So one of the things I do, is I let when people in my server play games, we deafen them and then let them talk, so they can't hear everybody else. They both were in call deafened. It was a hilarious fucking showing. Okay, one of the things I talked to Devin about after the game. Never click like screen here. Devin has gotten up a future sight. He is in a position now. Chilly reception here. The big advantage of Slow King, which Devin has been getting. Devin's been getting better at using this mon every single week, and he's just been generally improving every week. But you got a chilly reception here. Once you chilly, you have a position where you go into Ursaluna, something is forced to die. No choice about it. Nothing can take the combination of a future sight and a headlong. Literally nothing. And in fact, almost nothing on the team can just take a headlong. The only thing that can take a headlong is Avalok Hisui, basically. So you get into that position, you're guaranteed a kill. If you don't give up Avalok. They don't give up Avalok, but every time you get to go into Slow King, which on a lot of Pokemon you can go Slow King. This is an Urshifu Rapid. You can go Slow King on that. It's a little tough because I think this Urshifu Rapid is actually designed to beat Slow King. But Vaporeon, super easy target. Gudra Hisui, if you keep your health managed, super easy target. And that would have been like if we're already in Ursaluna and ready to click, then something has to die, and that would have really opened up the game for Devin, for which the game just from my experience and remembering watching, just never happened. We're going to Iron Moth here. Nice little Terra Blast. Gets a lot of damage. Gudra Hisui gets to come in. Gudra Hisui is a disgusting Pokemon. Earthquake. Doesn't do any damage. Avalok Hisui comes in. Headlong Rush. Now, this is where Devin should really be aggressive. He should probably go back into Iron Moth. Because I think they're going to click U-turn or recover here. You know they're going to click recover here. You probably go like Palafin or something. I don't know. Devin also made a big prep mistake this game. He should have been bulk up Palafin, for sure. Bulk up Palafin would have been really, really nice. But instead, he is banded. Corviknight comes in. Corviknight kind of handle this guy. Basically, Devin also has the ability, which really nothing is off the table for Devin right now. He needs to try and trade power points, like genuinely. Trading power points with this guy, with Big Bertha here is very, very valuable. Yeah, they get the read right on the body press. Very good play from Charlie. Goes for another recover. They go for a Terra Blast. I think anticipating a swap. But Devin is, in my opinion, making the correct play. We were bound to start missing some Mountain Gales. You want to try and trade recovers here a little bit. They're down to 4, which they will actually outpace you a little bit. I also think Charlie makes the right call in realizing that and then swapping out. Our Balova gets to come in on this. Balova is like the best chance we have. Oh my god, just a fucking monster of a Pokemon. I think it's actually Scarf though, not Specs, which is part of the reason. Giga Drain. And then Devin also makes a little bit of a mistake here. This thing starts Quiver Dancing. You have to just keep Hyper Voicing here. Devin makes a mistake. He goes into Slow King, which just like guarantees that that the game is over. I mean, really, this is just how this game ends. Slow King loses all of its health. This guy's, I mean, we're just plus 1,000,000 already. We now don't die to a Jet Punch. The burn on top of it kind of blows, but we get basically all of our health back, and the game is functionally over. There's not really a point in continuing to watch. Which Arbalva actually lived. But yeah, if Arbalva kept clicking Hyper Voice until it died, Jet Punch then gets to come in and take a final blow. But it is what it is. Devin tried his best. Charlie had really good prep this week, and I think Devin had made multiple just prep mistakes where Palafin could have been bulk up and it would have been, you know, food for this Avalokisui. In fact, Charlie's plan was in Urshifu that beats it 1-on-1. It doesn't beat it 1-on-1 though. And it would have been a really big problem for Charlie if this was bulk up. Like, I don't think Toxtricity can like come in on it immediately, but it wouldn't, you know, it wouldn't really work. A lot of Charlie's plans to beat bulk up Palafin were actually bad, and they didn't work. Good on Charlie. Also, good prep to use the Grassy Seed from the Arbalva. A bit risky of a plan, but it did work. It's basically the only way that a Volcarona can survive a Palafin Jet Punch that's banded. But overall, good stuff from Charlie picking up her second win of the season, I think. Yeah. She's been on kind of a tear recently after a unfortunate start. Up next, we got Cowboy J versus Sonder. I don't know who the fuck this is, man. Terra Electric Palmot versus Terragos Vivillon? Who the fuck is Terra Vivillon? Power Whip? I don't like that. I don't like losing all your health. Jirachi comes in. We are just going to rapid spin away these rocks that we lost basically all of our health to get up. Wrong Moon's going to come in. Yep, rapid spin. What do we do with this Wrong Moon? Knockoff? Okay, I like knockoff. We get rid of the short spin, that's huge. Screamtail should be able to handle this guy. Jesus Christ. This Pokemon is fucking disgusting. We do handle it, though. We can just wish. Wish? What do you go into here? Yeah, I was about to say Roaring Moon is probably the answer. Because there isn't really, like, a good, like... We're scarfed on this Roaring Moon, I'm assuming? If not, we're just taking this kill anyway. I was about to say, there isn't really a good, answer for this Roaring Moon. Hattering's a little scary. Screamtail comes in. Another Wish would be kind of sick nasty here. Who do we go into, though? Terrapagos? Yep, Terrapagos. Dude, I genuinely haven't watched this game, by the way. This is just what I would be doing right now. So Jay's making a lot of good plays. Oh, Mold Breaker! Oh! Mold Breaker's... I forgot about Mold Breaker. Okay, Flamethrower. Terra Starstorm should get a kill. We're gonna get rid of the Terra Shell. Terra Starstorm will pick up the kill. I genuinely didn't watch any of this game, so I have no idea how it goes. Screamtail comes in. Okay, we should be able to get a Wish. Do we want to swap it onto, like, Jirachi? I don't know if I like that play. I would have stayed in and tried to, like, protect and get my own health back up. I think this is Scarfrachi, would be my assumption. U-turn. Oh, please tell me you tried to U-turn. Donphan comes in. This sack was coming eventually. Where do we go? Roaring Moon. Knockoff. Okay. God damn. Pasho Berry. Okay, Vivillon. We should just knock off again. Yep, we're Sash. I'm assuming we're going to sleep Stun Spore. Oh, Stun Spore. Okay, I don't hate that. Knock off again. Salamence comes in. You stay in. No, you go Palmot. Terrapagos? Does Terrapagos just handle this? Jirachi. Hatterene. Healing Wish. Wait. No! If we just Healing Wish Roaring Moon, isn't the game over? Or Terrapagos? Dazzling Gleam crit. I mean, maybe it's... what happens? Psynoise. This just doesn't do any fucking damage. If this Roaring Moon has, like, U-turn, I think the game would have just been over, right? Or I feel like this is the only play that didn't win the game. Am I crazy? Like, you're eventually just gonna lose this, right? I mean, maybe not, I guess. I don't know. I mean, you could just get unlucky. Yeah, we are just getting quite unlucky. Yeah, this is really unlucky. Oh my god. I will say though, like, he made like the only play that doesn't win the game. Roaring Moon comes in. Knock off. Okay. Does Travagos have like the Ice Beam? Ooh, Outrage. I think a +1 Outrage would have killed anyway. But yeah, I mean, that's really unfortunate. Just Healing Wishing the Roaring Moon wins the game. Like, surely. That's just unfortunate. Yeah. Wow. Jay, another week that's slipped out of his grasp, in my opinion. Jay's definitely showing his inexperience with Pokemon. Up next, we got Movers Boise. Dude. Why the genuine fuck is a Quilladin on my screen? What's it's Terra Is it even Terra? What the fuck is a Quilladin doing on my screen? I'm not even like upset that there's a Carbink. Like, who fucking cares? There's a Quilladin on my screen. It is it is shown all of its value. It is the spy. Oh no, come on, we gotta collect the knockoff. Oh my god. Jesus. Meow's coming in. Who's clicking this? Who's catching this knockoff? It's this Quilladin. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a damn minute! Quilladin's got up a spike. Okay, Roost? What? That's fine. Roost! I don't know. This blows. Dude. There's a Quilladin on my screen. It's clicking Pin Missile, dude. For what purpose? Make it rain. Okay, we should. Oh no, we don't get the recovery this turn. I was gonna say we should live another one. Okay, good swap out. Actually, genuinely good swap out. Milotic Burn. Okay, Iron Crown should be able to take basically anything. But ooh, flip turn. I like the flip turn. I've been noticing Boise Blastoise has been pretty solid at the momentum game. That's so not worth it. What are we doing? Okay, U-turn again. I don't hate flower tricking. Flower tricking Dare, there's like nobody. I mean, I guess this Namorous is still fine. I feel like it would take a decent chunk of damage though. Dude, we gotta stop clicking Protect. It doesn't do anything. I think I made a bet that if this Quilladin did anything useful, I would have to like do something. I have no fucking idea what that bet was. Yeah, make it rain. This shouldn't take too much damage. Milotic comes in. Secret Sword. Okay, okay. Calm Mind Milotic would have been fucking goated this game, by the way. By the way, when you're in this position, just keep clicking it. Yup. Keep clicking it. They do not win this. They do not win this. Now, granted, if you... Oh, yep, that'll happen. One, they're risking that every time it happens. Two, they just eventually lose it anyway. Is this guy choice locked on Golden Go? I think he is. Okay, we go into Iron Crown. What are we doing with this? We cannot play around this Quilladin at all. Pin Missile. Oh. Okay, Tachyon Cutter. I think the Future Sight accomplished nothing. Yeah. I guess you just let this go down? Yeah. Are we... Okay, we're Mandibuzz. Knockoff. Why aren't we clicking the knockoff button? Okay, we're gonna Protect here. I don't hate that. I don't... Ooh, okay. Nice. I love Boise. Boise takes advantage of momentum. I love how he's playing the game. I hate that there's a Quilladin doing things on my screen, but I really appreciate what he's able to do with it. Okay, Ice Beam. Oh, Psycho Boost. I don't hate... I mean... I don't personally think the Psycho Boost is the play. Whoa. 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 Okay, this is just not a good plan. It's probably gonna work. It's just still not a good plan. This is fucking awesome. We probably don't have, like, toxic or anything. I really like getting up your own hazards. I think getting up your own hazards is very good. Trick Room should end this turn. Yep, nice. Knock off. We get rid of Mr. Go. Who wins this game? My goodness. Okay, we know we probably scarfed. Is this a wise sack? It's not actually a sack. Don't click protect. Please tell me you're not clicking protect. They've taken advantage of it a million times. Nice! Nice! You can click protect this turn, though. Oh, we're faster? Oh, no. Okay. Whoa, don't click protect this turn? Oh, no, dude. You think you're slower. I guess. I understand it, I guess. I do, I guess I kind of understand it. I kind of understand it. You got rid of its Lum. Lumberry's interesting. Protect. Ooh, nice slack off. You gotta, I mean, I guess you, the thing is I don't like Terra Ground here, because if you were able to resist, I guess you just... Terra Dragon would have been very good on Hippowdon here. Hippowdon could have been a massive issue if it was Terra Dragon. I think this Enamorous is Scarfed, though. Is this just going to win the game? Is Meow also Scarfed? Is that the... Okay. It might also be Scarfed. I think Flower Trick would have killed. I would have just gone Flower Trick there. It might not have. But... Just depends on damage rolls and shit like that, I guess. Okay, you guys are capped with silence. Who cares? Anyways, let's move into the next game. Actually, let's give it a little bit more due diligence. Yeah, a Terra Dragon like Hippowdon would have been fucking crazy, because, like, after, like, a curse or two, this Meow is not doing that much damage on Play Rough. But, who knows? I thought a lot of their prep was interesting. I think the Trick Room idea is very troll. I think, like... Trick Room into Curse seems a little silly to me. It was fine. G-Walker versus Coke's Bean. G-Walker, what are we? We're Terra Ground. G-Walker, you better Terra this damn... You better Terra this damn Porygon 2 this game. Another game. People are sleeping on Terra Dragon. This is a really weird Sun team. This is so, like, minimal Sun. I kind of like it. I don't like the Ting Lu fit on Sun. I think it's kind of counterintuitive. I think that the I think that Sun is a very hyper offensive strategy. Ooh, Rain Dance. I love Rain Dance on this. I love a defensive guy who can constantly come in and click Rain Dance. Crest is gonna come in. Seed Bomb. Sub. U-turn. Wow, that doesn't break it? Oh my goodness. Heatran? What are we taught? What could Heatran possibly do? Dark Pulse? That is so interesting. I would have at least stayed it on the sub and saw what it could do. Okay, we're just going to insta-rapid spin. No, okay, we rapid spin the next turn. Okay. Dark Pulse comes in. Should be a U-turn. I mean, we're taking rocks damage, but it should be fine. Get the rocks back up. We're going to spin again. Spin. Nice, we're chipping down this Ninetales. U-turn. There is something to be said that Ninetales is a better setter in Sun. I've heard the opinion somewhat recently that it is the better setter because you get Healing Wish access as well, which is nicer in hyper offensive situations if you can get Great Tusk. But you have to be able to get it for that to matter. So, I don't know. I don't like Sun as a concept in draft. I've said it many times. I think Sun it's too hyper offensive focus. In low tier Terra, that's really, really bad. Hydro Steam should do a decent chunk. Yeah, but we're not even gonna. Oh, we're the Life Orb. Be specs, commit. I don't like this non-committal nonsense. No, 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 no! Don't go Tink here. Go into your fucking Sunsetter. Get back into your position. Oh my goodness gracious! Gigaton Hammer. Go into your damn Sunsetter, man. Press gets to take this thing for free. Ooh, a little freeze. Not surprised, honestly. Alright, don't be cringe about getting hexed. Do we ever get unfrozen? Nope. It would seem that is... the crit. That is awesome. We go to Ninetales. We should have been going to this motherfucker anyway. Oh my god, we're just losing this fucker for no fucking reason. What the fuck? Dude, I love Raikou games. I gotta say it, man. Raikou games are fucking awesome. Okay, wait. You got the Scarf. Wait, that is a huge pickup. Oh, okay, we're gonna get the Sun. I don't mind trading Sun for a mock, essentially a Dragon Dance. I definitely don't mind trading that because you should be able to just go into... Okay, this also works. Terra Fairy. Ooh. We're not Solar Beam? You'd be Solar Beam. Heatran comes in. We have the Earth Power. No, we don't. What moves are we running on this guy? Genuinely, what are we... Genuinely, what are we running, man? Oh, God. It's so over. One of the things that I hate about Sun, this is what I hate about it. You run out of steam. If you run out of steam, it's over. They have 2 turns left of Sun. Growth. Okay, I fuck with a growth. I feel like we should have done it earlier. We have to... Do we genuinely not have... Dude, it is crazy to go into a game with Heatran and not have Earth Power on Venusaur. I'm like not going crazy, right? It still has Earth Power. Yeah, Sun just runs out of steam before it can finish the game. I hate that I said the term steam, but it is genuinely how the game plays. They just have to be super offensive, and if they don't get that, if they don't get it done, I feel like Rain has much more lengthened game plans. I don't know. I think in draft, Rain is significantly superior. I also don't think weather in draft is good at all, but who knows? Besides snow, I think snow is pretty good. This is taking a little while to close out this game. Venusaur, Blast. Yep. Okay, we see Bomb. This should probably pick up one more kill. Ooh, they go for Reed. I think they go for Reed to try and pick up another kill. They just died of Life Orb. But that'll be that game. Up next, got Sci-Fi versus Laps. I think Laps is still undefeated going into this week, so I do not know what happens, but we will see. This Zapdos, I think he's been playing the Zapdos like super offensive. Ooh, okay. Encore, like the Encore. Love the Encore. What are we gonna see? U-turn. Okay, I like U-turn. Greninja. Does it die to an Ice Beam? It probably does. And this is gonna take literally scrumptiously nothing. Thunderous is coming in. What are we, Nasty Plot? Okay. Yeah, Nasty Plotting here is so crazy. What if you get poisoned? Oh my god. Yeah. You just have like a poison or a crit is like a 35% chance. Like you can't just run that off. Spectre comes in. Oh, that Draco miss blows. I think if that Draco hits, yeah, this dies to 2 Dracos for sure. That is unfortunate. trying to think. Is Lap's just the chosen one? Is that the case? Turing is also a great name. I gotta say, Turing is a phenomenal name. Terra Flying. Interesting. What could that possibly be? Oh, okay, that's unlucky. Yeah, I think Labs is just the fucking chosen one, dude. God damn. Yeah, I think this just cleans up, doesn't it? Garchomp is such a good Pokemon, man. Okay, they do pick up an extra kill. Spectre gets to come in and clean it up, though. Huge differential, yeah. Blaps might just be the chosen one, dude. He's storming through. Storming through. Final game of the evening. By the evening, it's actually 4 p.m. Damn. Corza versus Belly. Squawkabilly, dude. This Squawkabilly gotta be fucking dog shit, man. There's no way it does anything. Okay, clicked parting shot. Squawkabilly is so unfortunate. It's a mon that could actually be like somewhat usable if it had any stat. It's got such an incredible move pool. That is AV as hell. No way that Hitmontop is just taking scrumptiously nothing. Okay. Granbull comes in. I like Granbull. Granbull is a nice low tier fairy type. Again, we shouldn't be intimidated though. We've got a fucking Annihilate, and I'm assuming this is your check to Annihilate. Like, Parting Shot is also another thing I have learned very recently. Parting Shot triggers Defiant twice. You must be extremely careful because I do not think that they have something that can one-shot this Annihilate on this team. Like, you have to be very careful. I would for sure be willing to take that risk. Especially not now. I would actually go into my, I was going to say, I would actually go into my Annihilate now that this is burned, because it just ain't doing fuck all damage. Rowdon's coming in. Rock Slide. Are we fucking physical Lando? I hate physical Lando. I like Mixed. I think Mixed is fine. Dark Pulse. Okay. Citrus. Ooh, I don't like Citrus too much. Oh my god. My goodness. Maybe we're Nasty Plot? Volt Switch? Okay, good Volt Switch. Good Volt Switch. Okay, we're Scarf Lando. We're like Scarf Lando for sure. U-turn, U-turn. Earthquake is fine. Going to Annihilate. I don't hate Annihilate. I love, even though I got crit, low on 4, I love, you know, oh, dude, we can't be doing this. We gotta be playing around Defiant. Oh, Bulk Up. Is this game over? Genuinely? Like, already? Because this thing can't stop it from bulking out. Like, if we're Resto Chesto, this just might be game. I would stop here. I don't think you need another Bulk Up. Drain Punch? Rage Fist? Okay, Rage Fist should pick up this kill. Okay, Rocky Helmet Chip's massive. Does Iron Boulder kill or not? Doesn't. Drain Punch. We're going to get back a decent chunk of health. Do we have something in the back that could kill this thing? Squawkabilly. I don't think this is it. I'm going to be real. Drain Punch again. Can it kill? No, it couldn't have killed. You Drain Punch again, you win the game. For sure. Yeah, I don't think that had anything that could kill if you're like especially defensive. Drowlon comes in. Another Overheat just kills though. Should be able to clean up the 6-0. We get Lando back in. You go Lando here. Oh yeah, you are just faster. You just get a Volt Switch. Yeah, Lando comes in. I think they probably could have, because Rock Slide just for sure cleans up. Oh, wow. It does not. Okay. Whimsicott. Okay, Whimsicott can pick up this kill. Anyone could have picked up this kill. I don't know if Whimsicott is the right answer. Yeah, Bravebird comes in, picks up another. I guess the Bravebird could have killed. Huh, yeah. No, Bravebird, no way, Bravebird. Well, where were we at? We're at 34. I'm not confident Bravebird would have killed. Mach Punch. Terra Fairy. Okay, we do end up living. I'm not sure. I mean, this thing has no attack, dude. You're +2 defense. I'm not confident a Bravebird would have killed. But, a 4-0 from Corza could have possibly been a 6-0. I don't know the calc. So I'm not gonna hedge all my bets. I'm gonna say could have. But it would not have shocked me if a like a non-banded Squawkabilly just couldn't take out a +2 defensive Annihilate. But yeah, that'll be all for the Raikou recap. Thank you guys all for watching. We got a nice little hour and a half session for y'all. Went a lot faster than I thought it would, but we didn't make any stops because of the double feature. But thank you all for watching, and we will be back to regular schedule come next week. Peace.